The third season of Squid Game is getting closer. Netflix is currently running a large-scale PR campaign in various parts of the world. New content is constantly being released across different Netflix accounts. In one video, we see someone walking through the sets of seasons 2 and 3. In another, actor Jun-ho shows us the luxurious chambers of the elites, who will be eating grapes while watching Gi-hun face a new round. And a third clip features spectacular advertising at various locations in Korea. Some banners are even in 3D, which is truly impressive. Let's start with the last clip, in which Netflix showcases numerous commercials on the streets of Korea. I believe similar installations will soon appear in major cities around the world. These types of actions often serve as expensive but highly impactful branding campaigns. The video begins with the opening of a coffin-shaped box. Then there's a close-up of the frontman. The location looks like the place where the entire rebel team was wiped out. Bullet holes are clearly visible. This strongly suggests that the story will pick up exactly where it left off. So, essentially a 6-month break in the timeline. In one video, we see the horse figurines that also appeared at the end of Season 1, when the VIPs watched the second-to-last game and the frontman dropped figures as players were eliminated. Here, we see figures representing all familiar players. MG Coin, the trans woman, the pregnant woman, the Marine, even the elderly lady. Then, the frontman takes Gi-hun's 4, 5, 6 figure and keeps it. Many might assume this means the end for Gi-hun, if it were any other figure maybe. But this leaves two possibilities. Either Gi-hun has no real chance of winning, since he already did, and he's only brought back as part of an experiment, or for a larger role. Possibly as the new frontman, or the frontman keeping his figure is meant to show a special connection between them. After all, he didn't kill Gi-hun at the end of Season 2. Of course, they'll talk again, this time without masks. I believe the second option is more likely. Then we see the 5th game of the new season, a girl and a boy with a jump rope. Another interesting detail is the clocks on the wall. Almost every game has a time limit, and this one seems to as well. The timer shows 6 minutes and 27 seconds. Maybe the game simply lasts a maximum of 7 minutes to reach the end of the platform. Another strange element in this game. Fans noticed that only circles are visible on the playing field, possibly hinting at a more complex game structure. Maybe there are 2 rounds, or hidden crosses somewhere. Or perhaps players with different symbols have different roles. But then, why not divide them into equally sized teams right away? Another unanswered question. Another detail fans discovered. In a scene with corpses whose faces are blurred, you can allegedly recognize the shaman and the grandmother's son. That's not too surprising. Many expected their elimination anyway. In the end, only the top players are likely to remain, those we know and whose names we remember. In further scenes, we see the piggy bank with Gi-hun's number and a Korean inscription, 100 million stakes. On the back it says, "The game finally begins." Then there's a scene with hexagonal covers, showing the avatars of familiar characters. After that, more promo clips are shown, mostly repeating scenes from the trailer. Next up, Jun-ho gives us a tour of the VIP chambers. The first room is the same one where they watched the glass bridge game, and later the final Squid Game in Season 1. In the teaser, we saw Jun-ho enter a white room with a gun. Now it's clear it's this VIP lounge. You can also see the door in the back. Whether he actually finds them there is unclear. An evacuation may have begun. Security is present in large numbers, and it's questionable whether he can handle them alone. Jun-ho also mentions that more focus is now placed on plants and jungle-style design. Then he shows a new dining room for the VIPs. The style resembles a luxurious train car with wooden paneling. Above the table, there are several small screens, probably showing the daily lives of the players. The frontman will also be there, but how he drinks through his mask remains unknown. Now to the last clip, someone sneaks through the locations while no one is there and shows us the game arenas. First, we see the second game arena from Season 2, the carousel. It had countless doors. Then the walk continues through maze-like hallways. The atmosphere is dark and eerie. In a new game location, the puppets appear under spotlights. On one side, the girl, and on the other, the boy. Both are holding a rope. This will be the jump rope game, where players will have to skip rope across a bridge. Next is the location of the first game of Season 3, players wearing red and blue vests. This is going to be the Labyrinth game. The next interesting location is the final table where the last contestants will eat before the final match. At first glance, it appears triangular or trapezoidal. Either way, it's large enough for many finalists. There are rumors of 4 finalists. In Season 1, there were 3. So maybe more this time? A comparison shot from Season 1 shows differences. The lighting elements are different, and the lamps next to the guards are missing. At the very end, we see the observation room. Interestingly, scenes from both past and future seasons are shown. The VIPs are shown as figures, but not a single woman among them. Yet earlier trailers clearly showed female VIPs. In Season 1, the VIPs also wore different costumes. So who are these 6 men in suits? Perhaps a hint at a global game system, or a spin-off. There are no clear answers yet. But surely you have your own theories. Drop them in the comments.